If you are over 60 and climbing stairs has become slow, uncomfortable, or something you try to avoid, this episode is going to make a real difference for you. Picture yourself standing at the bottom of a staircase, perhaps inside your own home, at a friend's place, or in a doctor's office. You look up at those steps and feel a moment of hesitation. Your knees are sore. Your hips feel stiff. You hold the railing more firmly than you once did. And by the middle of the staircase, you are already short of breath, wondering whether you will reach the top without stopping. Does any of this sound familiar? The research. Here is something your doctor may not have mentioned yet. A significant study published in 2022 by the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity followed more than 800 adults aged 65 and older and uncovered something important. Over 70% of participants struggled with stairs, not because of joint deterioration or heart-related decline, but due to sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass that speeds up after the age of 50. The research revealed that this muscle loss particularly weakens the quadriceps, glutes, and hip stabilizers, the very muscles required to lift your body onto a step and lower it back down with control. The encouraging finding, however, was that progressive strength training reversed this decline in as little as 6 weeks. The solution and introduction. There is more. Seniors who regained confidence on stairs all shared one common habit. They performed 3 specific exercises targeting those key muscle groups, and they did so regularly at home. No gym equipment required. Dr. Thomas has guided patients through these exact movements for many years. In his clinical experience, seniors who followed this straightforward routine reported noticeably stronger legs, better balance, and the ability to climb stairs without fear or pain within just a few weeks. Today, on the Dr. Thomas channel, he will walk you through the only 3 exercises you need to climb stairs comfortably again after 60. Welcome back to the Dr. Thomas channel. This topic clearly means a great deal to so many viewers. Absolutely. Because losing the ability to climb stairs is not simply about physical movement. It is about independence. It is about visiting family, attending community events, and staying in your own home. When people begin avoiding stairs, their world quietly shrinks. Today, on Dr. Thomas, we work on reversing that. Why stair climbing gets harder. After 60. Before we move into the exercises, it is worth understanding why stair climbing becomes so challenging after 60. What exactly is happening inside the body? After age 30, everyone begins losing muscle mass gradually. After 50, that process accelerates considerably. This is known as sarcopenia, not a disease, but a natural biological process that, if left unaddressed, significantly affects your ability to move, particularly on stairs. As Dr. Thomas explains, the muscles most affected are precisely the ones needed for stair climbing. The quadriceps, which lift you onto each step. The glutes, which drive you upward and keep you stable. And the hip stabilizers, which maintain your balance and reduce fall risk. Flat surface walking does not demand the same level of power. Climbing stairs requires strength, balance, and coordination working together. The encouraging truth, however, is that research consistently shows sarcopenia can be reversed through one approach, progressive strength training. And despite how technical that sounds, it is far simpler than most people expect. Dr. Thomas explains it this way. Think of your muscles as a garden. If you stop watering and caring for it, the plants weaken, the soil hardens, and weeds take hold. But the moment you return, watering, clearing, and tending, life comes back. The plants grow strong again, the roots deepen, and the garden thrives. Progressive strength training does exactly that for aging muscles. We are not trying to build a bodybuilder's physique. We are simply restoring what has been neglected. The 3 exercises ahead do precisely that. Exercise 1. Slow sit stand. Dr. Thomas begins with the first exercise, which targets the 2 largest muscle groups needed for stair climbing. The quadriceps at the front of the thighs, and the glutes at the back. Together, these muscles are responsible for pushing you up onto a step and controlling your descent. Both can be strengthened with one simple movement. All you need is a sturdy, flat-footed chair, no wheels. Sit near the front edge with your feet approximately shoulder-width apart and positioned slightly behind your knees. If you feel balanced, extend your arms straight in front of you. If you need support, use the armrests or the seat itself. From this position, push through your legs to rise into a full standing position, engaging your quadriceps and glutes together. Once standing, confirm the chair is still behind you. Then, and Dr. Thomas says this is the most important part, lower yourself back down very slowly. Take 3 to 4 full seconds to sit. Do not drop. Resist gravity all the way down. That slow, controlled lowering, known as an eccentric contraction, is where the real strength building occurs. Rising builds speed and power. Lowering slowly builds muscle mass and reverses sarcopenia. Dr. Thomas recommends 10 repetitions, 2 to 3 times per day. One full repetition means sitting, standing, and sitting again. The most common mistake, according to Dr. Thomas, is using momentum, rocking forward to throw yourself upward. That approach bypasses the muscles entirely. Instead, move slowly and deliberately. Feel the muscles engage throughout the movement. That awareness is what produces results. Exercise 2. Lateral step up. Dr. Thomas moves to the second exercise, which addresses a muscle on the outer hip called the gluteus medius. This muscle is essential for keeping the body upright during movement. It stabilizes the pelvis and hips and, critically, prevents you from losing balance when your weight shifts onto one leg, which happens with every single step you climb. For this exercise, you will need a small step approximately 4 inches in height. A low stepper, a sturdy stool, or the bottom step of your staircase all work well. A standard stair is roughly 8 inches, which may be too demanding at first, so Dr. Thomas always recommends starting lower. Stand beside the step and place one foot firmly on top of it, near the center rather than the edge. Push through that leg to lift yourself up, bringing the other foot to meet it. Then step back down sideways and repeat. The leg on the step does all the work. The lower leg simply follows. This isolates one side at a time, and as Dr. Thomas points out, many people discover a meaningful strength difference between their 2 legs, revealing exactly where to focus. Dr. Thomas recommends 10 to 20 repetitions on each side. If balance is a challenge, use a railing or countertop for support. As strength improves, reliance on support will naturally decrease. Once 20 repetitions feel manageable on a small step, progress to a higher surface or a standard stair. Watch for the tendency to lean sideways. Keep the torso upright and the movement controlled throughout. Exercise 3. Step down with weight. Dr. Thomas calls the third exercise the most functionally important of the 3. It directly trains the body for descending stairs safely, the part most people find frightening and painful. It is rooted in a principle from exercise science that produces muscle growth more efficiently than almost any other method. This exercise, called the step down with weight, was highlighted in a 2022 study examining methods for improving muscle mass and performance in adults over 65. As Dr. Thomas explains, going downstairs is actually more demanding on the muscles than going up. When stepping down, the muscles lengthen while contracting to control the movement. This is called eccentric strengthening, and research shows it builds muscle mass faster than most other forms of exercise. To perform the movement as shown by Dr. Thomas, stand on a step facing forward, as though you are about to descend a staircase. Use a handrail for balance if needed. Slowly lower one foot toward the floor, keeping your body weight on the leg still on the step. Lightly tap the floor with the lowered foot, then bring it back up. That is 1 repetition. Perform 10 to 20 on each leg. Begin with body weight alone. Once the movement feels comfortable and controlled, adding a 10 to 15 pound dumbbell in each hand, or wearing a weighted vest, significantly increases the eccentric load, accelerating muscle development. Form is essential here, Dr. Thomas emphasizes. As you step down, prevent the knee from collapsing inward. Keep it tracking in line with the foot, ideally directed slightly toward the pinky toe. Move slowly and with full control throughout the descent. People who practice this consistently often report within weeks that descending stairs no longer feels painful or threatening. The forward lean technique and closing thoughts. Before wrapping up, Dr. Thomas shares one additional technique, a simple adjustment that can make stair climbing feel easier immediately, even before your muscles have had time to strengthen. Two common errors occur when people climb stairs, pulling themselves up with the railing and pushing their body weight straight upward. Both approaches are more difficult than necessary. When the body weight remains behind the step being climbed, you are working directly against gravity, making each step feel heavier and increasing the risk of losing balance backward. Dr. Thomas's correction is straightforward. When stepping up, lean slightly forward from the hips. Not an exaggerated lean, just a gentle, natural shift. This moves your center of gravity over your toes and over the step itself. Your body weight then works with gravity rather than against it, and the effort required drops noticeably. It also improves safety, because your weight is positioned over the step rather than behind it. Many of Dr. Thomas's patients report that this single adjustment makes the staircase feel entirely different the very first time they try it. To close, Dr. Thomas leaves viewers with this thought. Consistency matters far more than intensity. These exercises do not need to be performed perfectly, and weights do not need to be added right away. What matters is showing up, moving through the exercises, and trusting that the process works. Small, repeated efforts over several weeks create real, lasting change. As Dr. Thomas reminds us, the body retains a remarkable capacity to rebuild, even at 60, 70, or 80 years of age. If this episode helped you, make sure to like, share, and follow the Dr. Thomas channel for more practical health guidance.